Welcome back to Backpack HQ, where we talk packs. First, I just want to apologize for not getting some videos out the last couple weeks. Had some life event stuff happen. Things are going to be changing a little bit on this channel for the at least near foreseeable future. More than likely going to just be putting out 2 videos a month until maybe around June or so, mid-June probably. Instead of doing it every single week for you guys, just for a little bit, see how that works out. There's some other reasons for that, but also just inventory as well. I'm going through almost all of my backpacks right now, so I need to obtain some new inventory. Been in touch with 1 or 2 backpacking companies and have some stuff working with that, so hopefully I can get that involved, and I'll tell you more about that if that pans out. Looking at getting a website up, looking at getting some other things in the works. I'm also doing a video on a long haul sort of get home style event. I know 2 of the backpacks that I have gone over, I've said they're great get home bags, and I haven't proven that yet. So that's another video that's in the works that you should see in maybe the next month or so. So just wanted to clear that up. Let's talk packs. We're going to start with this old dirty bastard. This backpack, don't mind some of the hair that's on it. It's dirty. I found it buried. Hadn't seen this backpack in years. Honestly forgot that I even had it. He's a dusty boy. But this backpack was the first military style backpack that I ever had. I probably bought this backpack 20 years ago, maybe 17 years ago. And I used it for everything. I used it for snowboarding. I used it for camping. I used it for work. I lived and died out of this backpack for a very long time. And it has held up phenomenally. I can't for the life of me remember the name of it. So it's just a mystery bag. I actually could have sworn, I would have bet money that this bag was a Mystery Ranch bag. I just can't find any branding on it. I don't know if the tag ripped off. I just don't know. But this thing is a workhorse. This thing was meant for being able to add a second saddlebag. I thought that I remembered on the advertisement, on the tag, that this bag, these straps here, could hold a parachute, but that could be me misremembering. I don't see why I would even have a bag like that, but I could have sworn that that's what was advertised for that. I don't know if Mystery Ranch ever had a backpack like that, but I know this is like a satchel attachment that can go on the outside here. So I don't have information on this bag for you on who made it or how much it cost. I think back when I got it, it was $90, maybe 20 years ago. That was all the money in the world to me back then, so I thought it was expensive back then. I don't know the quality of zipper and buckles that are on here. Everything is double stitched, everything. But I'll go through this bag with you and show you everything about it. I've climbed a 14er with this. I did Pikes Peak with this backpack. I just haven't seen it in a few years. So it's a great bag. I've had it forever. A couple things have come off, but none of the stitching really. The only thing that came off was some padding. So again, excuse the mess on this bag, on this guy, but he's been through the war a little bit. So as you can see, there's some stuff coming off here, some fraying and stuff, but this molly is all double stitched. It's on there really, really well. This extra strap, just don't mind that while we're going through it. Little Velcro patch on the top. And then this buckles. I was able to, I don't really like waist straps when I'm wearing my bags. So these buckles are for the waist strap, which are on the back here. Straps aren't really anything special. You can see a lot of fraying out here. You can see this is also like the first 5-6 years that I had this bag. It's the only bag that I used. I hiked Mount Shivano with this bag. I hiked Pikes Peak with this bag. And it's been through some stuff. You know, I would take it to work. It's been snowboarding. It's been outside. It's been everywhere. So it's the only bag I had for a really long time. The main part that is fraying here is this little foam insert on the back. There is a back pouch. If that they always said could hold a water reservoir, which it can. There's a little water reservoir hook up there. And then there is a hose port that comes out to these two Velcro covers on the side here. I thought that was cool that the Velcro covers are there to protect the hose port. It's kind of nice because if you do put a hose through it, you can still put this, they're wide enough to where you can still get some Velcro catching, and it'll kind of hold your hose in place. As a, like, I haven't seen that on a backpack since this. All the other hose ports on all my other bags, they don't really do that, so it's kind of floppy until you get the hose around into one of the front straps. But this really holds it very, very well. These straps are all adjustable. They're adjustable at the top for shoulder and mid-back adjustments, and then there is a chest strap and waist adjustment as well. The capacity of this bag is a lot, and I'll show you. It can hold, we're just going to call this bag ODB because he's been through it. The main compartment here opens up, and it's just one main compartment on the inside. There's a little bit of a mesh gear holder here. It was great for maps. It's great for other stuff. But this boy can fit a whole lot. I'm just going to show you the same standard setup that I've been putting into all the other bags to show how this thing is utilized. I guarantee there's going to be extra room in here. I don't even know how many liters it can hold. I think 40 just in this one pouch, maybe 35 just in this one pouch. Then there's a whole bottom section here as well too. So let's get into it. We're gonna have the sleeping system here. We're going to have the pouch, or the this is going to be, there's two tarps and then a full tent setup of stakes in here. And we'll do a camera bag, a med kit, maps and compass kit. Then we can do fire, water, food, sleeping pouch, extra sleeping bag, 2 meals. That's only just because that's what I have to demonstrate with. This could fit way more than 2 meals. And my rain jacket. And look how much more room is in here. And this zips up all the way like this. So there is a lot of extra room in there, probably another 5 or 6 liters. I mean, look how much this comes down. This bag isn't even close to being full yet, plus there's a bottom side. That's why I really, really liked this bag when I had it. Anytime I traveled anywhere, I brought this. My first year in the Army, I used this. Even going overseas, I used this bag, so it has a lot of capacity. There are 2 side pouches. There's one on each side here. I mean, it goes from almost the top of the bag, 3/4 of the way up, down, and it gets really, really wide. So you could put even more gear in there. I've had it set up with like where rain gear was in one side and then extra tops and like thermals and stuff were on the other side. I want to say it's Mystery Ranch. I just can't find a tag on it anywhere. We'll just call it the mystery bag. And then on the bottom here, some of these zippers I haven't opened in quite some time, so forgive me here. On the bottom here, this is where I thought was that sort of extra riggers attachment for what they said was a parachute pouch, but that doesn't look like it could be one. But as you can see, this holds a whole bunch more storage at the bottom there. So if you are using this for a military or work capacity, if you work in that line of work, you could put all kinds of stuff at the bottom there to have extra room for whatever it is you need. I don't think I even ever needed to really use this bottom pouch, but it's there. An extra 3 or 4 liters for sure. Just stout zippers. Have never had any issue with them. Sorry, it's getting caught on some of the fraying. It's not the zipper actually not working. It's just frayed a little bit. I mean, for the most part, that's all I really see with damage with this bag. It's just some fraying. I mean, it's been buried for a few years. I haven't seen it for probably 5-6 years. I used it for 5 or 6 years straight before I even got a second backpack, before I had this collection that I have now. For anytime I went anywhere I traveled, I used it as like a suitcase. I was 20 years old and broke and didn't have money for a suitcase, so I used it for that. This thing's been everywhere, and it's been a good bag. Now, it's sort of a memento, right? Sort of just a down memory lane for me. I like this bag. It's my first 14er. My first 2 14ers I used it. But really, the only thing that's happening is like a little bit of fraying. I mean, I think my cat has found it because I have some cat hair all over it. So some of this fraying might just be from them, you know, like how they put their claws into stuff before they lay down on it. I don't see any holes. None of this stuff has come off. Not a single one is even close. None of these molly pouches or stripes are even close to ripping off. Where these connection points are, it's like quadruple stitched there. It's in an X pattern and then double stitched around. I don't even know what you call that. Sturdy. I mean, it is not coming off. I probably couldn't even cut through this. It's just so well made. Similar to like that canvas material that I talked about with the JanSport. Similar to that material I talked about with the Oakley. Just that really rough material. So when you drop this and this thing rolls down a mountain, which this bag has done, and it hits rocks or jagged bushes, or if you're in a tight forested area and you're going to be scraping up against stuff, this thing is not going to puncture. It's not going to leak. There's not going to be any holes in it. It does a really, really good job, and it just stands up. It has a lot of capacity. It is not the most comfortable to wear, and I've known that for as long as I've had this bag. It was never really the most comfortable, but it does hold a whole lot of gear. I think it was labeled as like a 3-day assault pack, military style, parachute accessible. I don't know where I'm getting that from. I'm trying to remember from like literally 15 years ago when I had it, but I could have sworn it said something like that because my buddy who was with me at the time was really, really jealous that I bought it. He really, really wanted it. He's used it before. So yeah, this bag is, when they talk about stout and well made, this thing has probably proven the test of time more than any of the other bags that I have. Not saying any of them are, they're all different and better and worse in their own way. You have to see, like I've always said, test your gear. Look at how you're going to be utilizing it. Look at the best way for you to use it. Get out and train with it. I bought this because I thought it was cool. It was black. It was very military looking. At the time, I thought that was cool. Now I would kind of steer away from having those style of backpacks. But man, it can hold everything under the sun. It has that extra like 4 or 5 liter capacity underneath that comes out. It's got the 2 side pouches. There's still probably 4 or 5 liters available of space inside of here. And I mean, it's got a grab handle at the top that works great. These backpack straps are not coming off. It's great because like for sweat, it kind of is really, really easy to wipe off. It doesn't penetrate through a lot. It's kind of like a water resistant, like almost windbreaker material on the back there. And it's on the straps and just on the back all the way down. This old dirty bastard mystery bag is HQ approved.